Thank you very much and good morning to everybody. I'll probably start in a manner that straddles between a South African tendency of saying all protocol observed and trying not to observe all the protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by congratulating all the participants who have taken it upon themselves to not only apply, but to ensure that they undertake the necessary preparations to qualify to be participants in this training initiative. I had the opportunity and privilege to listen to Vice President Al Gore presenting on this and many other subjects earlier this year. And I have no doubt in my mind that between him and his colleagues in the Climate Reality Leadership Core, the value that will derive from these sessions is invaluable, to say the least. It is my privilege to join you today in this training session. Firstly, to welcome all of you, both who are residents of Johannesburg and guests to Johannesburg, and certainly Vice President Gore and the Climate Reality Leadership Group to the city of Johannesburg. The past few days and few weeks in Johannesburg have been uncharacteristic of Johannesburg. So for those who feel like they're in London or New York, this is not the normal weather. We anticipate slightly more shinier days over the next few days. This, however, is reflective of changes in climate patterns that we've experienced in Johannesburg over the past few years and would continue to experience going forward. We have witnessed an increase in the rainy season as Johannesburg, as part of the Gauteng province and Highveld. We are experiencing climate patterns that are not the norm, at least in this region. Our patterns are such that we have a rainy season that is in the summer months between September and February, and that during the colder seasons we experience less rain. However, in the past few years we've witnessed an increase, not only in the rainy season itself, but an increase in the intensity of rain that we experience. This has impact in a manner that a few years ago we would not have planned for. Our stormwater drainage systems have not been prepared to attenuate the levels of rain that they currently have to attenuate. Our roads have experienced significant damage, as in fact have we experienced, particularly on the basis of aging infrastructure, an impact on our traffic signals and other public infrastructure. This is but just one of the examples of the reality we have to confront of changes in climate patterns. Amongst others, and key amongst those, the reasons being, in fact, greenhouse gas emissions. We project in the city of Johannesburg and did an assessment as we work towards the growth and development strategy that we published in November 2011. Anticipated that in the medium term we would experience a 2.5 degrees Celsius increase in temperatures in Johannesburg, and that by 2080 or so that would increase to above 4 degrees Celsius. So temperature levels are increasing in Johannesburg, and we're also beginning to witness some of that in current climate patterns in Johannesburg. That has said to us that as the city of Johannesburg, we need to be part of a collective of activists and government initiatives that undertake programs to mitigate against the impact of climate change and to identify mechanisms of adaptation and ensuring that we're able to accept that some of the impact is with us today. We need to adapt and live with that reality whilst mitigating future impact.